Some UFC fighters have plasters on their arms after their fights. Are they getting vaccinated? Is the Matrix attacking? Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Salam alaikum to everyone.
Oftentimes, if you watch footage of UFC fighters after their fight, either on the UFC channel if they do the Thrill and the Agony, this famous series of them, or on nowadays fighters have YouTube channels themselves, for example, and Aljamainsterling and henrycejudo both have YouTube channels and they both did a post-fight video with like footage from after the fight. And in both videos you could see both of them having a plaster on their arm. And if you pay attention to the UFC, you see that quite often that fighters, especially the main events, I feel like, have plasters on their arms in the post-fight press conference, whatever, just after the fight. And I myself always wondered, why is that? Like, of course, you get some thoughts in your head, okay, yeah, maybe they got vaccinated or something. Would make sense to me in some way, because you have to see, if you fight in an octagon and you both bleed, of course you get tested for everything before, but one could imagine that it's possible if you have like your blood mixing with someone else's blood and whatever, that it might not be the very most risk-free thing in the world, and that maybe getting some kind of preventing vaccine for some kind of STD or sicknesses or whatever could help. You know what I mean? I don't know what these fighters do the day before their fights. You know what I mean? Cocaine and hookers.
I beat you after a weekend of cocaine.
And prostitutes.
That was my first initial thought that I had on this topic. But then I kind of looked into it and did a little bit of research, and I found out that's actually from the USADA. USADA, after the fight, I'm not completely sure if it's everyone, because I know USADA normally tests you throughout your training camp and whatever, and off season and whatever. I think USADA does not test every fighter after the fight. I think just a few of them. I'm not completely sure though, but definitely the main event. And they actually put a needle into your arm to take blood from you. They take blood from you to then test your blood if you have any PEDs, performance enhancing drugs or substances in your blood. Because of course you can be clean all year long for the USADA test, but then the day before the fight, for example, the Islam IV conspiracy, Islam Makhachev, you could take something, you know what I mean? Especially for people with hard weight cuts and so on and so on. So it makes some sense for me. I just don't know why they picked the blood from here. Normally if you give blood, you take it like from the finger, or you have all these beautiful veins here, take it from here. There must be some kind of reason. Maybe, I don't know, with their new technologies, that in the blood flow right here, they're like, it's the hardest to make PEDs disappear and whatever. I don't know. These are just conspiracy theories, like I'm Bryce Mitchell.
Okay, this earth is flat, it's fixed, and the stars and stuff rotate around us.
I would think that they have some kind of reason why they do it here, right? And that's why you always see, because afterwards, if you ever took blood from your finger, afterwards it still bleeds, because they open it up a little bit with a needle. So they put a plaster around it that it doesn't bleed anymore. After 1 hour, it stops bleeding anyway. So that's why you see fighters after the fight with a plaster on their arm. Don't worry, they're not getting any weird vaccines. There's no conspiracy theory around it. The Matrix is not attacking. So this was the reason. What did you think was that plaster before you watched that video? Write it in the comments, guys. I would highly appreciate that. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, comment down below, show some love, eat your fruits, eat your vegetables, and until next time, boys and girls, bye-bye. Bloodsport out.